Okay, so I want to do a quick little video on changing out a couple plugs on battery packs I just got for my son. So these Reedy Wolfpacks 3000 milliamp 3S come with the Dean's connector, or T connector as they're commonly called. I don't run those. We run the XT60s. So what I'm going to do today is just do a quick little swap out of those. I'm going to go with black, just because. Got my little kit here with all my ends. I got all my servo links. I can make the servo wires smaller, stuff like that. JSTs for some wiring, lights and whatnot on crawlers. Some pretty small wire there. Relatively pretty cheap to get started in this. Heat shrink, lighter, some adapters, just miscellaneous. Anytime I cut anything off, as far as these connectors, I'll chuck them in the box. Just in case I ever need them for something, or I might be able to help somebody out, type of thing. So always start with a good connector. These are I think they're the Amass. I got these off eBay. I'll put some links down the bottom, but these ones are the best. My buddy Charlie from Hobbywing, that's all he uses. He knows what he's doing. I listen to him as well as others, mostly him, so listen to him and buy the good stuff. So I'm going to be using my 1-Up Pro Iron. These things are money, very convenient, very good quality. They heat up quick, they pack nice. I always have it in my pack. I always have it on my pit table. I run it off of 4S lipo out of my starter box. So yeah, I mean, you can run it up to 6S and it is a beast. So it gets hot fast. What I want to do is I want to protect my surface here, my little pit mat. So I use my J-Concept silicone. I get that all ready to go. Once I plug that in, that thing's hot in a couple seconds. So to prep this, what I'll do, the biggest thing on this is, you're messing with a battery here, so you never want to short the positive and negatives out. So I do one side at a time. I also use some electrical tape just to kind of give it a little buffer there, because you never know. Kid might come in, dog might come in, wife might come in. So what I'll do is I'll just cut off, a couple strips, just to use it as a temporary insulator, to limit the, I guess, opportunity of shorting something out. It happens. So what you want to do is, what I'll do to make it a little quicker here, what I usually do anyway, so is I'm just going to snip it. I'm going to start with the negative first. It's like a little warm-up. Strip it out, give it a nice twist. You guys already know how to do all that. So what I'll do now is I'm gonna get this this bad boy fired up. So all I'm gonna do is plug in my lipo, and hit that, and she's getting hot. I think I got it set for about 700 degrees, 750, something like that. Since I got a hot iron out here now and I want to protect my work surface, I usually just set, there we go, I usually just set it on my silicone parts tray, and that takes the heat and anything that I can throw at it. Got this nice little MuchMore soldering buddy Oh, I think that's what it's called, something like that. I'll get my my tinning done, get this prepped here real quick. These jigs are pretty handy. Actually, this was one of my eBay scores. I got this from me. I think it was like under $2. No one else bid on it. Brand new in the box. I find it pretty convenient. You can set it up different ways. Right now we're just going to throw some, yeah, so there's my iron, 745 ish. We're going to just get a little tinning done on this. You don't want to use too much solder, just enough to get some color on there. You want your wire to be to the connector, not to the solder, so you don't want it floating in there. You want just enough to get a nice nice little connection point. So like I said, everything's pretty much safe. I'm not going to short anything out there. It's the next step that you want to use the tape. So let's get a little, tin this wire up. And I always just make sure I get it all the way around. Keep all those strands from flailing around. And these connectors come with these nice little, basically they're like a snap-on cover. You can use heat shrink, but this makes it nice and clean, but make sure that goes on there before you do any soldering. And let's see, the pointed end, which is that one gets the black. Lay that in there. It's cold in the garage, so it's going to always double check it. Do a little pull test. Okay, so here's what I use: a little chunk of electrical tape. Being an electrician, you got rolls of this everywhere, so it doesn't have to be too secure on there. So I'll get it, put it about in the middle, get it all the way up against that connector, and I just give it a little barrier there. Let's flip this around, and that just keeps that wire from flopping together and shorting out your new pack. Whoops. Yeah, this is a pretty handy little device here for helping out holding stuff. You can use a clamp. You know, the spring-loaded tweezers are really handy, but for the most part I use this, or I got another one. Of course I don't know where it's at. It's a spring clamp, carbon. Oh, I know where it's at. It's right here. This one comes in pretty handy too. I know A-Main has them, but Hobby King, a few bucks on Hobby King. You know, I use Hobby King for a lot of my connectors and wire and stuff like that, for little stuff, not for wiring up speedos or anything like that, but connectors, man, crimpers, all that stuff. Hobby King, it's cheap, you know, relatively decent for something you don't use too often. I don't see an issue with Hobby King. Just make sure you click if you're in the US, click the US warehouse, because I made that mistake once and I ordered probably $15 worth of stuff and it took a month to get out of China. So I actually forgot I ordered it when it showed up. So what we're going to do there, same thing. So now if there is going to be an issue, it's going to be right here. So we got a hot wire. And I already see with an issue here. My clamper is not doesn't like holding this side because of the way this is shaped. It rolls around in there, so I'm gonna actually flip it down like that. I don't even know if MuchMore still has these. I think 1UP does have these. I'll throw some links up. It's always nice to see what people buy and where they buy it from. Okay. So what I'll do there is I'll just lift that up. I still got my piece of tape in there. Don't forget to put this sleeve on there and get that all done. Oh, that thing's gonna just be the death of me. Well, I know this one works for what I want to do. So we'll get this wire tinned up. Using everything 1UP. Solder, iron. MuchMore Racing's great. They have tons of stuff on there. They're a distributor for MuchMore. He's got his own. What's really nice is the all of his hardware packs. You can customize. You know, you don't have to order 50 of something. You can order 2 of something or 1 of something if you're doing a build or something you just need a few things for. It's great. And let's see, do a little test on there. That's good. So I'm secured in there. So what I'm going to do is pop this electrical tape off without trying to touch anything together. Just like that. And this little guy slides over everything. But once it's on there, they're on there pretty good. There. Done deal. So, went from, let's open this other one up here just for a quick little. So, brand new Reedy Packs. Come with the Dean's T connector. We run the XT60s on our crawlers. Or, you know, any of our stuff that doesn't use race packs, because of course your race packs come with bullets. Some of our basher stuff, the crawlers, we all use XT60. That way every truck I have is all the same. If I have to swap a battery out, type of thing. I do in my pack, I do carry an adapter for these Deans. So if anybody needs a battery or something on the trail or out of comp or something, I have a way to help them out if they need to be helped out. So that's it. XT60 rewired. Done deal. Thanks for watching. Now I gotta clean up my mess. Thank you.